Good morning, Ramblers, and welcome back to another instalment of Reese Rambles, my weekly wrap-up of all the comings and goings and everything else in the worlds of vintage and retro, computing and gaming and technology, and all that lovely stuff. I'm sure you know the kind of stuff that I cover by now. And a bit of an announcement this week, and it's not a bad one, so don't panic, but a bit of an announcement this week, and that announcement, let's get straight to the point, is I've run out of time. I mean, you've probably seen the duration of this one as you've clicked into it on YouTube or indeed on your favourite podcast platform and seen that it's quite a bit shorter than my usual rambles. And the reason for that is because I've been spending all my spare time this week working on a main channel video, and I've just run out of time. There's somewhere I've got to be this weekend. I've got to get going in about an hour. So I don't know how I'm going to have time to sort this out and actually get it uploaded, but hopefully I will. If you're watching this, then I managed it. So yay me. I thought I'd talk a little bit about this video and about the story behind it and about the very interesting piece of hardware that I cover in the video, because I think this thing is going to be a real game changer for all the vintage PC users out there, and I'm actually very pleased with how this one all came together. It's been quite a lot of work, particularly as I was stuck here at the studio late last night because part of what I'd recorded had somehow corrupted on the SD card, and it had a load of dropped frames, and my video editing software Resolve just didn't like it at all, and took me quite a while. It was right at the end of it's a 30+ minute video, and it was right at the end as well. So it was render, got to the end, and then it just got stuck, and it took me a while to work out why it was getting stuck, and then to work out how to work around it. So if you can spot that, I'd be very interested if you can spot my workaround. But still pleased with how it came together. These things happen, but it's just set everything back. And I'm away this weekend. I've been catching up with work stuff. Whatever, enough of the excuses. Let's have a look at this video. So, like I say, I think this thing is going to be a real game changer for the worlds of vintage and retro computing, particularly stuff like XT class machines, 286s, maybe low-end 386s. It has been tested on stuff all the way up to sort of Pentium 2, I think even Pentium 3 era. And this is, it's an ISA card, an ISA card, and it's an 8-bit ISA card called the PicoMEM. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's not the card that just popped up on there. That was an ad-lib. But the ad-lib is very relevant because it can emulate one. And not only that, it can do loads of other interesting stuff as well. So you can mount disk images, floppy images, and indeed hard drive images, and they're really easy to work with. Just copy them to the micro SD card. I should say that obviously the reason for the name PicoMEM is because this is a Raspberry Pi Pico on an ISA card, and all of the GPIO pins on the Pi are connected to the ISA bus directly, I think through like a level shifter. And that means that basically you can software define it as any kind of card that you like. Actually, it turns out the Pico has enough processing power that you can emulate multiple things at once. So you can do the disk drive image stuff that I just mentioned. You can do RAM. You can use it to add extra RAM to these systems, and max out the conventional memory to 640K, and indeed add expanded memory. I think I kept calling it extended memory in the video and didn't pick that up until the edit. So apologies for that. It can do that ad-lib support that I mentioned. And if you use a Pico W, which of course has onboard Wi-Fi, it can emulate an old 8-bit Novell NE2000 network card. And you can hook that up to the Wi-Fi on the Pi and use that to access the internet and stuff on a computer from, 1981, if you stick it in the IBM 5150, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can also use the USB port on the Pi to connect mice and keyboards and all the rest of it. And this 32-minute video from me, which should be public, this is my job after I've sat down and recorded this. This 32-minute video from me basically just kind of covers all of that in detail and shows how it all works, and talks about kind of how to get it set up and that kind of thing. So I hope that is a sufficient substitute for a ramble this week. Like I say, that's kind of taken up all of my spare time, and I've just run out of time. And I didn't want to do like a little 10-second thing saying, oh, there's no ramble. I also didn't want to leave people kind of in the dark and then just not release anything, because people got upset last time, and I don't like to upset people. So if you want to hear my soothing dulcet tones talking all things old computers, that's the video for you. And I guess that also makes that my video of the week, as it's the only video I'm talking about this week. So we'll also do the kazoo. I know you missed out on that last week, and I kind of tried to quietly sneak that under the radar. But yep, video of the week. That's the kazoo for you. And this is my ramble substitute for this week. So that's that. Of course, if you are looking for some retro news, there is This Week in Retro, which goes out at 10 a.m. on a Saturday, UK time, ably hosted by Neil, who you will know from RMC, and by Dave. And of course, Neil's going to be taking some time off. They've been talking about this for the past couple of episodes, and he's basically, him and his wife Lily have adopted a child, which is a very, very exciting thing for anyone. And of course, that's going to be the focus of his life for at least the foreseeable future. Totally understandable, and I don't think the guy's had much time off at all over the past few years in the time that he's been running his channel. So that's that. And there is going to be quite an interesting announcement. It's not really my place to say here, but if you do go and watch that or listen to that, there's going to be quite an interesting announcement. Doesn't affect what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. So that's that. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Apologies again for not having a proper ramble ready for you. I don't even have any notes this week. That's how busy I've been. I was going to try and wing it, and then I thought, no, I owe you better than that. So what we'll do is we'll leave it for this week, and I will be back with my normal service next week. I've also got a really cool new project that I'm going to start. In fact, I've already started on that, and I think you're going to enjoy that if you're a fan of pushing these old systems to the limit and kind of making them do things that they weren't designed to do. I think that's going to be the next big video, but yeah, that's all I got for you this week. I've got to go and get this very quickly edited and uploaded, and then I've got to release my my PicoMEM video, so go check that out. PicoMEM by a really lovely guy, by the way, Freddie. Shout out to Freddie. I know you do watch my stuff. I've been chatting to him over the past few months, and he's been really, really good on the development of this piece of hardware. So I do want to see it succeed. I do kind of have a vested interest in seeing it succeed, because I'm a fanboy. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. Thanks again, and yeah, that's it. Bye.